And I'd like to use this opportunity to welcome up our Secretary of State and former councilman, that was his better job, Brad Raffensperger, as I know he has a big part to play in this since it is his award that is happening. Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Well, I guess I'll just say a few words, and I just want to really, first of all, Irene Sanders, there you are. You've done just a fantastic job because you are really becoming, I guess, the Nick Saban of the Student Ambassadorship Program. And every once in a while you go other places win this thing, but you're not doing that lately. But what you're really building here is leadership. But this past year, when we began the year in 2020, our big issue, our big hurdle, was going to be getting the new verifiable paper ballot system in place. And then all of a sudden in March, we had to stop the session, and we went into wearing masks and all the COVID stuff. And we had all these poll workers that stepped out because the average age was 72 years. So we had to recruit new poll workers. It was just a tremendous challenge that we all had. And for everyone that became a poll worker, we really encouraged it. We encouraged it with, the Student Ambassadorship Program because it was so important. But this is what I say to everyone. Once you've been a poll worker, then you know that there's all these guardrails in place. And you really understand it. And you say, well, that can't happen. No, that's not how it works. And what I try and tell everyone, and I hope everyone hears this, is that when you have elections, what you really want is that balance of accessibility with security. But the glue that connects those two is integrity. And what you'll see that is as your poll workers are there, your county election directors, we have 159 of them, but also in our office. And so this program is really about really raising you up as leaders, but also I think what you've learned an awful lot is about the integrity of the elections. And I just want to congratulate you again. And I don't know who the leader is that is going to accept the trophy.
Me.
Oh.
So I just also wanted, when we get a photograph afterwards, to we have the superintendent and our school board member, and we have the president of Leadership Johns Creek. So we wanted them to be in the picture. Here, you hold the trophy.
So if I may first, I want to thank you for returning. Of course, you never really leave since this is where you go to sleep each night and wake up in the morning most mornings. But I want to thank you not only for your service to the state, but for having this wonderful ambassador program. I don't in any way want to take away from the proclamation I'm about to read, but I think it goes, and I can say this, he can't. I think Johns Creek has either won 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5. I can't remember the exact number. It's become almost routine with that one exception, that blip last year, because we just had to let someone else win, that Johns Creek would take the top notch. But that does not in any way take away from the work that you all did, because I understand, I followed it, I get it. You work really hard to earn this, and it is well deserved, and we owe you a great deal of congratulations for doing so. With that, I'm going to ask Mihar to help me as I issue this proclamation on behalf of the council. So I'll step away from the microphone when we get to the names to keep our social distancing. But I want to read this proclamation. Whereas Student Leadership Johns Creek is an organization formed to provide leadership training to our local youth. And whereas students from the 4 high schools, Johns Creek area high schools, and have each committed to the 2-year program in which they refine their leadership skills. And whereas select students within the Student Leadership Johns Creek also participate in the Secretary of State Ambassadors Program, which encourages civic participation and voter registration. And whereas over the past year, the following members of Student Leadership Johns Creek participated in the Secretary of State Ambassador Program.
The 9 members of our Secretary of State Ambassador team this year are Aditi Mohan, Akhila Yelapragada, Ty Devilbhakta, Elizabeth Douglas, Ashu Chakragiri, Janice Nam, Charlotte Lichtenfield, Omer Mujawar, and Mehar Namani, or myself.
Whereas these 9 students conducted many civic activities, including hosting 2 virtual candidate debates for the State House of Representatives seat 50 and the State Senate seat 48. And whereas their hard work and dedication resulted in winning the statewide Secretary of State Ambassadors Program State Championship for amassing more points than any other team in the statewide competition, therefore, I, Michael E. Bodker, Mayor of the City of Johns Creek, Georgia, on behalf of the City Council, congratulate Student Leadership Johns Creek. Congratulations. And I guess we can add this to your collection. I also have these certificates for each of you, which I will give out at this time. Congratulations.
So Linda and Dr. Looney and Tiff and Heather, you guys come up. Thank you.
You must get right in the middle with the trophy.
Yeah, should we do 2 rows?
I was thinking, yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, this
Should we do 2 rows? Do you want the city council?
Council, please.
So 2 rows, little girls up here. There we go.
Should we, how about you guys are on the left of the podium? The podium is in the way, so we should, yes, and then perfect.
No need to speak.